come in?
No, you can't. The servants will be out soon.
Well, then we can have a cup of coffee.
You had 3 cups at the coffee store.
Ah, but I didn't have a cheese sandwich. Perhaps if I came in and waited, Mrs. Bridges would make me a cheese sandwich.
If you go away now, you can come to lunch.
Can I?
Yes.
I'm not sure I can wait until then.
Well, you'll just have to.
If we were married, I wouldn't have to go away at all.
Oh, Robin. Go away. Good morning, Daisy.
Morning, Miss Georgina.
Come and help me undress, would you?
Oh, Miss Georgina, your dress.
Oh, it's all right. I pinned it back in the cloakroom. I knew Major Bellamy would have a fit if he saw it.
Here, Lily, go and do the front door brass for me, there's a dear.
Oh, Daisy, I've got my stairs.
Oh, all right. Hey, Daisy. He's still there. Across the road.
Oh, Captain Elliot?
He's gazing up at Miss Georgina's window. Miss Georgina's bedroom's at the back. Well, I think it's romantic.
I'd best leave this for Rose to mend. Just look how Miss Georgina tore it, pinning it back like that.
What time does she get in?
Not till 6, and she won't stir now before 11.
All right for some, isn't it?
Oh, I like to see Miss Georgina enjoying herself. She worked hard enough in the war.
She wasn't the only one. Why should she have all the larks now?
Eddie, you don't grudge at her.
No, but I mean, well, we're all in this war together, and afterwards it's going to be different. Well, it's not so different from here now.
Eddie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daisy. I'm fed up of being at everyone's beck and call all the time. It wasn't so bad before we were married.
Well, we've got a place.
It's not exactly ours, is it?
No, but it's better than... Eddie, we have got a place, and we've got our jobs.
Yes, I know, and we've got to be grateful.
No, not grateful exactly, but...
Listen, servants aren't so easy to get nowadays.
Nor are jobs.
Days?
Edward, you haven't seen my runnock, have you?
Your runnock, Lily? What would I be doing with your runnock? Wouldn't catch me putting my hands on a young girl's runnock.
Edward, you are awful.
What have I said?
We won't find your runnock in here. Wasn't it in your box?
No. I want to do the morning room and I can't find
It's
it.
probably in the scullery, Lily. Well, I've got to get upstairs.
Days? Yeah.
What is it?
Well, the other day his lordship and the master were talking about something in the car that Lady Astor had said.
Lady Astor?
Yes, you know, that woman member of
Oh,
Parliament.
I don't agree with women members of Parliament.
Well, neither do I, but that's got nothing to do with it. Now, she was saying that a friend of hers is trying to bring a bill into Parliament.
Oh.
Daisy!
I don't know what you're talking about, Edward.
Trying to tell you something.
I don't go to the Major's room while he's having his breakfast.
Never
I'll
mind
get
that now. Now, listen, this is important, and I want you to have time to think about it.
Think about what?
Well, they're talking about, on account of them being so many unemployed, about helping them to emigrate.
We're not unemployed.
No.
Oh, Eddie, you didn't mean us. Where would we go?
Canada, Australia.
Oh, I'm going to service there.
But they don't have servants out there. That's the good point about it.
What would we do?
I get some land or something.
Oh, Eddie, you've never even worked as a gardener. The only thing I ever grew was a geranium in a pot, and that died. Oh, Eddie, we've got a good place here. We can be together and save a bit. When Mr. Hudson retires, you may even be butler.
Some hopes.
He's a lot worse off than we are.
Yes, I know. I suppose you're right. Still, at least we are amongst friends, so to speak.
Edward, have you not got any work to do? The chauffeur is not supposed to sit around a table in the servants' hall drinking cups of tea. Daisy, do you know where I found this?
Oh, no, Mr. Hudson. Lily was just looking for that.
Daisy, I can't find it. Oh, Mr. Hudson, you found the polish.
Yes, I found it on the doorstep.
Ah.
I do not expect to open the front door of 165 Eaton Place and trip over a tin of polish. Kindly be more careful in future, Daisy.
Oh, well, I didn't do the front door this morning, Mr. Hudson. Lily did it.
Yes. I must have put it down when I was looking in my box for the brass, so I'm ever so sorry, Mr. Hudson.
That's all right, Lily. I thought it was your task, Daisy, to do the front brass.
Oh, yes, Mr. Hudson, but this morning Miss Georgina asked
Daisy, as head house parlourmaid, you have some authority, but I do not expect you to abuse it by leaving your work to others. Edward, I thought you were going to press his lordship's winter suits during his absence abroad. Come along, Lily. We've all got a busy day ahead of us.
Can I have this piece of pastry, please, Bridgie?
Mrs. Bridges, if you please, Master William. And I haven't got time to make patty cakes for you this morning. I've got to make these pies. That one from the nursery.
Alice will not to call it the nursery anymore. It's a schoolroom now, because we're having a governess.
Oh, I beg your pardon, I'm sure. Ruby, come and grease these pie dishes for me.
I'm doing the vegetables, Mrs. Bridges.
Are they? Oh, all right, Ruby, all right.
I don't think I want to have a governess.
You must have someone to look after you.
Rose can look after us.
Rose can't teach you your lessons. Oh, thank you, Master William. That'll do splendidly. Anyway, You need somebody to stop your quarrelling. What was it all about this morning, eh?
Alice is always reading, and when I ask her to play with me, she says shut up and throw something at me.
Oh, does she now? Thank you, Master William.
I wish I could live with Edward and Daisy in their little house.
In a mews? Ladies and gentlemen don't live in mewses. That's for servants.
I like Edward.
I hope you like everybody downstairs.
Sure I shan't like the governess.
Oh, she won't be downstairs. Anyway, it's not good for you to be in the kitchen too much. Here comes Mr. Hudson. You see what he says when he sees you.
There will be 4 for lunch, Mrs. Bridges. Lady Newbury is staying.
Oh, there now. I'll have to make another pudding.
Only one extra, Mrs. Bridges.
I dare say. But it's one thing when Captain Elliot stays as an extra one for luncheon, but quite another thing when it's a luncheon party which includes Lady Newbury.
Oh, Frederick, you better put the bonbonniere on the table.
Right, Mr. Hudson. Would be the one thing I never cleaned yesterday. No peace for the wicked. Hey, Mrs. Bridges?
I'll help you, Frederick. I can take the polish off, can't I, Mr. Hudson?
Very well, Master William, but you will have to wear my apron.
I suppose I'd better make my apple delight.
Here we are, then.
I think I'll have to give them a savoury as well. Oh. I thought we was going to have a nice, quiet, peaceful time with his lordship and her ladyship away.
You've got to keep your feet still, Robin.
What? But you can't keep your feet still when you're dancing. It's such a contradiction in terms.
It's not, now to the side.
But you said I
That's
couldn't
it.
move my
Wind it up, James. Yes, but you have to keep your feet still. But move.
Is that what they call the shimmy shake, Mr. Hudson?
I have no idea, Frederick. Get about your business. Frederick!
There, what do you think of that? And why not?
It's all the rage in America.
I think it's rather vulgar. I don't think I shall learn it.
Would you care for me to mix the cocktails, sir?
Oh, no, thank you, Hudson. I'll do it. What for you, Diana? Bronx or martini?
Martini, thanks. Why aren't you working, Robin? I thought you had a job.
Well, I had, but I got the sack.
He was selling painted hair curlers. I don't believe
No,
it.
it's absolutely true. I answered this advertisement which said, do you want to make your fortune? And of course I did. So I went along and saw this man called Stellenbosch who invented a new kind of hair curler.
Is that really his name?
Well, something like that. Anyway, he said he would let me in on the ground floor after I had to go out and meet the public. So he gave me a suitcase full of the beastly things, and I had to go trudging around all sorts of places like Warrington that I'd never even heard of.
Oh, Robin, not a salesman.
Yes, but that was just the first rung on the ladder.
But he fell off. What happened?
So most of them didn't even answer. They just peered at me through the curtains. Anyway,
Look at you, eh?
well, that is very possible. Anyway, finally, one woman did answer the door. She was wearing a night dress and a dressing gown. She had her hair curled up, with little bits of rag. So I explained that I had come to talk to her about a marvellous new invention. She said, oh, you want to speak to my husband? No, madam, I cried, I want to speak to you. Are you comfortable in bed? And she slapped my face and slammed the door.
He's making it
No,
up.
I promise you. Anyway, I went back to old Stinkenbomb and I said, was he sure that there was such a fortune in these things when women could quite easily curl their hair with bits of rag which cost them nothing at all? And 10 minutes later, I had joined the ranks of the unemployed.
Oh, Robin.
Thanks.
Dinner ready yet, Mrs. Bridges?
No, it is not, and I've got a luncheon party to prepare. Ruby, go to the larder and bring me out a big jar of them apples. And then come back and make some potatoes.
Oh, Ruby. Nursery tray ready, Mrs. Bridges?
No, it is not, Rose. You'll have to get it yourself.
I shouldn't have to do this by row. It's...
Ruby, hurry up and come and mash these potatoes.
They should have a nursery maid.
Ah, well, when the governess arrives, the children will customarily have their luncheon with her in the dining room, Rose.
Yes, and until such time, Daisy will have to see to the nursery meals. I'm not carrying no trays upstairs for Natalie's governess. It's Fred's place to do that.
No, it isn't, Daisy. I'm not the nurse's footman.
Now, that is quite enough of that. I shall assign your duties in consultation with the ladyship, and you will all carry them out. This is not the kind of household in which we indulge in petty arguments about who is to carry a tray upstairs.
Oh, that's terrible. It says here there are nearly 2 million unemployed.
Well, that should make us all very thankful that our paths have fallen in pleasant places. Pleasant places. Once out of the position, it is not so easy to find one again, as you should well know, Edward.
Now, when does Bunny come back, Diana?
I don't know. Tomorrow, I think.
Why aren't you with him like a good little wife?
James, have you ever seen Bunny being bucolic? Well, of course, you know how grisly it is. He has this idea he owes a duty to the land. Sort of debt.
Oh, like the debt I owe my tailor.
Except that your tailor probably knows he'll never get paid. Apparently.
The land isn't satisfied, and as Bunny spends several days in every month trudging round it in Wellington boots, squelch, 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 scratching the backs of pigs. You know what a disgusting noise it makes when you scratch a pig's back? A sort of bristly.
I adore pigs.
So does Bunny. Scratching the pig's back is supposed to send them into a sort of ecstasy. But actually, when Bunny's leaning over the pen with a glazed look in his eye, it's almost impossible to tell them apart.
Diana, why are you so beastly to poor old Bunny?
I'm no more beastly to him now than I was before we got married.
Perhaps he hoped you'd be nicer.
Then he was a fool. Which, of course, he is.
I don't think people ought to get married unless they absolutely adore one another. Don't think I'm saying that you and Bunny don't.
Of course not.
Is your father away, James?
Yes, he and my stepmother are in Geneva. They rushed off yesterday. My dear stepmother is one of those people who either takes a carpet bag into which she's thrown nothing but her favourite ornament and a clean handkerchief, or 40 pieces of baggage.
Yesterday it was the 40 pieces of baggage. There we were, standing at the station, frantically searching for a hat box.
Without which she could not possibly spend the night on a train.
Perhaps her hairnet was packed in it. Perfectly reasonable.
Well, I look forward to the day when everyone travels by aeroplane. Then they'll have to confine themselves to a carpet bag.
You don't really think that day will ever come, do you, James?
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, if all Cock and Brown could fly the Atlantic.
Yes, just as a special effort, and then be like trains with timetables.
Well, imagine an aerial Bradshaw.
What's your father trying to do in Geneva? I hate Switzerland. All those wholesome people wearing woolen stockings and yodeling.
No, he's marking this League of Nations thing.
And there's not much point, is there, now the Americans have ratted on it?
None at all. No one gives a damn about it here, especially the socialists. Pacifists during the war, and now all they can talk about is wages. I know, don't talk politics.
Let's talk about dancing. Oh, I'd like to dance all night and all day.
You very nearly do. What time did you get home last night?
Oh, I don't know. We started at the Berkeley, but then the band went home, so we went on to Sally Brandt's house and danced to the gramophone.
Oh, and what did Lord Brandt think of that?
Luckily, he was away.
Ah.
Let's have a party here. With Uncle Richard away, it's the perfect opportunity.
Oh, now, wait a
Yes,
minute.
do, and then Georgina and I could dance all night.
No, no, thank you. I don't want crazy people doing the shimmy shake in this house.
James, don't be such a bore. It used to be such fun. Since the war, you've been positively tedious.
Sorry, I didn't realise.
Jumbo, do say yes. It would be such fun. You'd enjoy yourself, really you would. We'd have a band and all our friends. Do say yes.
Luncheon is served, sir.
Ah, thank you, Hudson. I don't know.
Oh, that means yes. What fun. Now, what kind of party shall we give?
How about a baby party? Everyone having to arrive in perambulator.
No, it's been done.
Everything's been done, that's the trouble.
Yes, but a bathing party is always quite fun.
You don't fancy wearing last year's bathing
Yes,
dress?
you could always be terribly daring and come as one of those bathing beauties in the moving pictures.
Well, that'd just be next year's bathing dress. I tell you what, let's have a servants' ball. All dressed as housemaids and footmen.
I'm not sure Hudson would like that.
You wouldn't mind, would you, Hudson?
I think it might lead to some confusion, my lady.
But why not just call it a fancy dress party and leave everyone free to come as they choose?
Oh, no, then Bunny will wear his Pierrot costume again. It'd be beastly if he were.
Why shouldn't he? Freedom, that's what we all fought for, wasn't it?
Well, of course, that's it. We'll give a freedom party. Please. Birds, wood nymphs, satyrs, revolutionary.
no, it's too far. It's not specific enough.
It's a wonderful idea.
Do you remember the gold and silver ball, Mrs. Bridges, the Londonderry House, when Lady Marjorie appeared as Mary Antoinette?
Oh, yeah. And his lordship, Mr. Bellamy's then was, went as Louis the... Oh, Louis the something, in lace colour, and velvet knee breeches. Oh.
I do hope Miss Georgina has a pretty costume.
Well, it seems funny they should have it when his lordship and her ladyship are away, though.
Oh, I expect it'll just be a young people's party, Lily. More informal than it might have been if her ladyship had been here.
Well, I must take Master William up the bed. When did you say it was going to be, Miss Hudson?
Well, next Thursday, Rose. Rather short notice.
That's when the governess is coming. Never rains, but it pours in this house.
The governess.
You sure this is all you want to wear for an open motor? It's got a thick collar, Daisy. Slip through to the front bedroom and see if you can see Mr. Bakerfield's two-seater. I must just say goodnight to the children.
At least you're not going on that Captain Elliot's motorbike.
I'll probably come back on that. It's bad for you, going to bed with your hair wet. What does it do to you? It makes you deaf. Oh, Rose, it doesn't. Hello. Oh, hello, Rose. I just came to say goodnight. Georgina, you look lovely. Thank you. Just like a fairy princess, doesn't she, William? I think she looks silly. Master William. Well, it's lucky everyone doesn't think so. You got lots of men in love with you, Georgina? Not lots. 2 or 3, perhaps. Good night, sweet dreams. Good night, William. Give me a big kiss.
I'm too old to kiss people.
Well, I'll kiss you then. You needn't kiss back. Good night. Good night, Rose. Right, Miss Georgina. Good night. Isn't she lucky, Rose? Nothing to do but enjoy herself. What are you doing here?
Well, I thought I'd follow you on my bike as an outrider.
Oh, Robin.
Well, you'll be glad of me if Harry gets a puncture in his beastly old motor car.
You'd better take this, Miss Georgina. Mr. Bakerfield may not have thought to put one in.
Thank you, Hudson.
Miss Georgina, about the party, how many guests will you be expecting? We'll have to be thinking about food and wine.
Oh, don't bother about drinks, Hudson. We're going to make it a bottle party.
A bottle?
Everyone arrives with a bottle of gin or wine or something. Well, it's the easiest way, because as soon as people hear there's a party, they do tend to turn up. And then the drinks run out.
You mean uninvited guests, Miss Georgina?
If they get too tiresome, we'll get Edward and Fred to throw them out.
Well, I'll shoot them with this.
Robin, put it away.
Drew back, howling on every side. They were tumbling over each other in heaps in their eagerness to escape from the cave, when a new assailant suddenly faced him, the Queen with flaming eyes and expanded nostrils, her hair standing half up from her head, rushed at him.
You're frightening Master William.
Pooh, of course she's not. I don't mind a few goblins. There, look.
Yeah. Anyway, you'll have to clear the table now, because we're going to put the carpet down.
Oh, Rose, you are a nuisance.
Oh, am I? Well, your governess is coming soon, and you can call her a nuisance for a change.
I bet she'll be like the Goblin Queen.
I don't see why she should.
I think she'll be more like the old spinning lady.
Who?
The princess opened the door and entered. There was the moonlight streaming in at the window. And in the middle of the moonlight sat the old lady in her black dress with the white lace and her silvery hair mingling with the moonlight.
Well, I don't think she'll be quite like that neither.
Rose, why didn't she come here first so that we could see if we liked her? Well, anyway, she won't take any notice of you. You're just a silly little boy.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Silly little boy.
All started up again.
Fred.
Now then, Master William, that is no way to behave.
Fred, she called me a silly little boy.
You don't want to take no notice of what the ladies say, eh, Rose? Now, if you two will have a truce, we can lay the carpet.
Come on, give us hand with the table.
Yeah. Master William, I'll send you to see my Sergeant Major.
And you. We've got to do something about the decorations, James. Wish we could have newts and fawns painted on the wall. Oh, if only Augustus John would come and do some for splendid news. I don't suppose Uncle Richard would like that.
How would I?
You know, Dolly said she was really supposed to be as Freya's heir. She'd come with nothing on. So I said if she felt like it, she'd better do it.
Billy.
Only 10 acceptances so far. Do you suppose that means that only 10 are coming, or that everyone is coming, but only 10 are bothered to answer?
Really, Georgina, I have no idea. I don't think why you started this party in the first place.
What's the matter? Are you afraid I might enjoy it?
Now, Georgina, that's not fair. You know very well I like to see you enjoying yourself.
But I can't. I can't, James, unless you do too.
James, we lost 4 years of our youth when we had to be miserable and frightened and watch all our friends being killed one by one. Well, they're dead, and there's nothing we can do about it. So let's forget it and have some fun, please.
All right, we'll have fun. We'll have the most stupendous party ever seen.
Oh, there's Robin.
We're not going out on that motorbike again.
We're going down to Brooklands to watch the motor racing. Tell him I won't be long. Oh, Hudson, that'll be Captain Elliot. Tell him I won't be long.
Very good, Mr. Junior. Good morning, sir. Miss Worsley will be down shortly, sir. Major Bellamy is in the morning.
No more, Robin. Morning, James.
Would you care for some coffee, sir?
Oh, Hudson, that would be splendid. I've been up since 6 o'clock working on the bike. Of course, it was the magneto, and I can't afford a new one, so I had to take it all to pieces.
Did you have time for any breakfast, sir?
Well, as a matter of fact.
I will see what Mrs. Bridges can produce, sir.
Oh, thanks awfully, Hudson. Do you know, it's a damn nuisance not having any money. I wish I could afford a car like that lucky devil Harry Bakerfield.
He has a rich if unpleasant father.
Yes, I'm devoted to my pa, but he's going broke nearly as fast as I am. I don't think he'll be able to hang on to the estate.
Well, others would.
Yeah.
He won't have to sell it, will he?
It looks like it. Probably to old Stellenbosch. You know, James, you and I joined the wrong profession. We should have been war profiteers.
You found a job yet?
Not a chance. Do you think of going over to Ireland? They still want ex-officers there for the auxiliaries.
Not a job, I fancy.
Yeah, it would mean leave. Did Georgina tell you we were nearly arrested last night?
Oh.
Well, Dolly had this marvellous idea of going along to Limehouse to try and find some Chinamen and see if they would lead us to an opium den. But all we found were a couple of drunken sailors. And then the police arrived and said we were causing a breach of the peace.
Oh, which, of course, you were.
Well, anyway, they arrested the drunken sailors instead. Tonight we are going to the Berkeley. We think it is safer.
Isn't it a bit expensive, you know, taking Georgina out every night?
Oh, the Berkeley's not too bad. You can dance till midnight on a jug of beer.
Robin, I love Georgina dearly, but well, she's a bit scatterbrained.
Yes, I know.
I mean, she settled down a lot during the war, all that nursing.
Are you trying to warn me off?
No. All I'm saying is you mustn't depend on her too much.
It's not a question of depending. Just that everything's so bloody, you've got to have something to hang on to.
Mrs. Bridges had a York ham in cut, sir. She thought you might care for a little.
Hudson, you are a trump. And so is Mrs. Bridges.
When your hands make light work.
Oh, well, job shares is your time.
That's so heavy.
Here, I'll take it. Where do you want it, Rose?
Over there.
Right, I don't master with you.
This carpet
How
looks
you
really
two?
nice. It comes from Miss Elizabeth's room. See? That's where she spilt that pot of rouge. Never quite been able to get it off.
Oh, it doesn't show though, Rose.
Her ladyship said we've got to make the room look really nice. I reckon.
Thank you, Rose.
Mr. Hudson, did the police say if there'd have to be an inquest?
They did not say, Rose. But I'm afraid there will be one. The young gentleman having...
Well, will we have to give evidence?
You won't, certainly, Ruby. You don't know nothing.
Do you think we'll have to give evidence, Mr. Hudson?
Well, Miss Treadwell, because she first found Captain Elliott's body, and I suppose myself, and possibly the Major.
Miss Georgina won't have to, will she?
I trust not, Daisy. They may want to know how he came to have a gun.
It was in his pocket. Well, it fell out when I put his cloak down.
Why didn't you take it away from him?
What, out of his pocket? I couldn't do that.
That's what he must have been doing when I saw him go upstairs. He must have been to fetch it then.
You saw him?
Well, yeah, but... I mean, I didn't know, did I? It wasn't my fault. I've got a bit of come, Bunny.
Well, I thought I'd just pop round and see if there's anything I could do. Don't suppose there is, is there?
Nope. Not unless you fancy seeing his parents for me. They travelled up from Wiltshire this morning. They're staying at Brown's. At least during the war, we only had to write letters to the parents. We didn't have to go and see them.
I suppose he'll be buried at Abbotswood.
Yes. Can't get away from it, can we, Bunny?
What?
The war. Georgina thinks we can, but we can't. How's Diana?
Oh, no, she's a bit upset. Spent the morning in bed.
Yes, so did Georgina.
Thank you, Hudson. He didn't leave a letter, did he?
No, thank God.
Rose, Miss Georgina's locked her room. I don't know whether to wake her or not. She's up. I'll give her a call. Miss Georgina? Miss Georgina, I've brought your breakfast.
I don't want any.
Well, why not just have a cup of coffee?
Come in, Daisy.
The door's locked, Miss Georgina.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'll take that into her.
Well, Miss Treadwell, Miss Georgina's probably feeling a bit upset.
Well, naturally.
She might prefer to see someone familiar.
Thank you, Rose, but I think I know best how to deal with Miss Georgina. I myself was engaged to an officer who was killed in the war. I think I know how she feels.
Oh, goodness, what a lot of people. Good morning, Miss Treadwell. I'm sorry, Daisy, I really don't want any breakfast. I'm going down to Croydon Aerodrome to see Mr. Bakerfield's new plane. Have lunch with some friends of his. Oh, and I'm going to Lady Kearnard's this evening, so would you put out my silver dress? I shan't have much time to change.
Really, Miss Worsley, I should have thought after last night.
It did rather spoil the party, didn't it?
Rose, I like the children to have milk and digestive biscuits at 11 o'clock. Will you bring it up, please?
I will inform Lily, Miss Treadwell, and she will see to it.